Hello, everyone. It's Becky here, Aunt Beck's Creations, and we're going to work in the Rainbow Journal. Hi, Nettie. Hi, Raul. But I thought while we're waiting for everyone to get in here, I'm going to set this aside. I did this last spread this morning, and I'll share that in a minute. But I want to share some other things while we're waiting. So I'm going to set these things aside here for right now. And what we're going to do to finish this journal is we're going to do the cover, and that'll be done. Now, I wanted to talk about some things. This is the little cover that I made with Ann Lar. We did this cover together on Ann's channel. Was it last week or the week before? Well, this morning I went ahead and I've attached this strip. It's just a torn strip of fabric as a closure, and I stitched it at the back. And then on the inside, I have sewn 3 little signatures of this old invitation or resume papers in the light pink. And then I had a couple pieces of this bright pink. So that's what is in here. So that's the inside of the cover as I made it with Ann. And I sewed these in with regular button thread. So we'll see how long this stays together. I used just a single strand of button thread. So it may not hold up very long, but I'm going to use this as my ongoing type thing. Like when I watch like a pattern haul of new patterns and somebody's sharing some they got, I'll jot down the ones that I'm interested in. And that's what I'm going to do with this in one section of it. It's going to be my ongoing wish list of sewing things, and maybe have an ongoing wish of art things, and then maybe have an ongoing section for things I'd like that is garden related or houseplant related. So that's what I was thinking. Maybe I'll attach some little tabs, one that says garden, one that says sewing, and one that's just for patterns. I don't know. I might make it all sewing related stuff since it's in a fabric journal. And then I made this string so that it about comes up even on the top so that I can tie the bow at the top of it. So that's to just lay over here on my sewing machine so I can keep track of that. Hi, Marty. And that was so much fun. If you haven't watched Ann's video, hi, Violet, on making the little covers like this comes out about checkbook ledger size. So if you added some little pockets at the front and the back, you could slide a checkbook thing in there. I don't use a ledger from a checkbook because I only write like maybe 1 or 2 checks a month, if that anymore. But it would be if somebody in your family still does the whole check thing, this could be a nice little gift to make up a fabric cover. Now, I'm going to share the crochet stuff next. For anybody that doesn't know, on Fridays at 10 o'clock, I release a new Tunisian stitch, and I've been encouraging people to take the stitches they've learned. Hi, Ann. Hi, Nashua. Hi, Janet. So take the stitches that you've learned and make things with them. So this is 2, I think they're about 8 3/4 inch squares. There's 2 of them here. There's one here and one here. And what they are is back to back. And then I just crocheted on the edges through both pieces. And this is a nice thick hot mat to protect your counter. Like if you're pulling a hot casserole from the oven, you can put this down and then set it on it and protect your countertop or your table. I used the Tunisian simple stitch. So these worked up really quick, and I think they look cool on both sides. And I use the Lily, the original sugar and cream supersized ball, and I got everything I needed out of one ball of this stuff. That's what this is here. And I had started another one, and I didn't like how it was looking, so I just pulled it out and wrapped the yarn around. So that was a project I've made. And then, let's see, Monday, I took my 95-year-old mother-in-law to the doctor, and I was pretty tired, so I thought I'll just sit and watch Lori for a while. And of course, Lori was making this really cute crocheted bag. And I said, I have some 4-inch zippers, but I'm really too tired to do it. Nah, once Lori started, my mind got hooked on the pattern. And I'm using this DMC Baroque, and I got this on clearance from Joann's in 2007. So this has been in my stash a long time. And got it for $2. But this is the bag so far. And I'm thinking I will hook on at the top here and maybe make a flap to just flap over the top. And I'm going to line it with fabric. I'm going to make it about 8 inches long, so I have a few more rows to go, but it does work up really pretty. And then I got to thinking, you know what I should have done is I should have threaded on like 1,000 beads and then had a bead drop in between the where you do the chain 2 here. Drop a bead in each one of those. It would be a heavy bag, but wouldn't that look cute if I added beads? I might count the spaces and estimate the spaces, for how many rows, and maybe thread on some beads next time. Hi, Carol. Hi, Angie. Kimberly, Gail, Marty. Oh, there's a hawk outside. I can hear it calling. Kathy Cowell is here. So this is another project I got started. It's a nice weight, and you'll be able to see the fabric through. Now, what I'm thinking is I might try, after I get this all crocheted, and I'm going to do a strap because I have a couple more skeins of this yarn in my stash, or thread, actually, it's thread. I'm thinking about trying ice dyeing with this just to see what it would look like. I have all of the things to do it. The only thing is this zipper will not dye as well as this cotton. But I'm going to give it a go. And if I do a flap to go over the top with a little clasp or something down here, it'll probably be all right. That's what I'm thinking. I had also thought about maybe crocheting up something that would roll back over the top and then put a drawstring on it. I'm still planning, can you tell? So there's that project. Now, I was watching Hoosier Handmade, and she was sharing this. It's just a sewing logbook where you can, I got it off Amazon, put all your details in the front if you want to, but then there's a page for every project that you do. And so you can do a little sketch. What you could do is scan the line drawings off from your pattern, off the back of the pattern. They do those little line drawings. And if I reduce those, I could just cut it out and stick down what I was making. And there's a space for your fabric swatch and the supplies and notions that you need. It says designer, but you could put pattern company and then what size you made and who you made it for. And it says deadline. I don't do deadlines. I do me time. So that's it. And then I don't have any billing because I'm not selling this stuff. And then it's got a place where you can color in the stars. And for rating did I really like it, or difficulty? Is it super easy or is it hard? So you can do that for each project. And she had hers from last year. She about filled one up, and it was alligatored out, and it looked so cool with all the fabric swatches. And I was like, oh, I want to do that. Well, then I got to looking for this book, and I found this book. A lady never discusses the size of her fabric stash. And so it does basically the same thing. It's got the project, the pattern, your notes, and the design, and materials needed, and the start and finish dates. But what I was thinking of doing with this is maybe doing my fabric stash and put a little sample of the fabric there, and just write on here how many yards. I might utilize this totally different than what it's planned for, or I might just save this and use it the next time. After I fill this one up, I'll have this one ready. That's more likely what I'll do, because I'm not going to go through my stash like that. But anyway. Hi, Pam. Stitch it. And let's see. Anybody else? All right. And then I found one for all my crochet projects, and I couldn't resist it, all because of Anne. This drawed me in, because she says she's going to become an amazing hooker. And so this is, I'm an amazing hooker. And this is to keep track of your crochet patterns. So my first project that I finished was this, here we go, was the pot holder. And basically I'm going to write out, or I'll do a photo and stick it in here. With my little printer, I can print off little pictures. I have a Canon selfie small printer that I can take pictures with my phone and then print them off and then put them in here. And then it's got like the yarn you used, the color and the dye lot, the fiber content. I don't know what that means. I'll have to look it up. It's got the gauge, the weight. You can put a sample and your label, attach it there, washing instructions, additional notes. And under the additional notes for that pot holder, I would just write Tunisian simple stitch, crochet a block 8 3/4 inches square 2 times, and then put them back to back and crochet, because that's what I did. It wasn't a pattern. I just came up with it. So that's what would go in there. And I'll put a picture over here of it. And I like that I got 2 pages per project in this one. And then I'll put in the little purse project. When I get it finished, I'll take a picture and put it in. And I'll put Lori's YouTube channel, Paint Girly, and I will go back to the original video and write that channel name in here, because she learned it on a foreign language. So you kind of just have to slow it down and pay attention to what she's doing. But Lori described it so much that my brain grabbed the pattern and I just started working on it. So these are just some little inexpensive. These were less than $6 each. Hosier Handmade said she got them for less than $3 each, but I couldn't find any under $6. So even this one, and this is the exact one she used, the sewing logbook. But I want to keep better track of my projects, so these will be awesome for that. And that's all I have for projects I'm currently doing. I am going to sew some at some point this week, but let me do a flip of this journal. We're going to wrap it up today because I want to move on to our new project next week, which is we're going to use one of those junior composition books. Or if you want to use a full-size composition book, please feel free to. And we're going to take a year's worth of magazines. So like if you've got Vogue for a year, or a year of Better Homes and Gardens, because that's what I'm going to use, or Good Housekeeping, any magazine that you get that you would normally drop at the beauty shop or the doctor's office, which they don't let you do that anymore because they don't want magazines in there because, that's contact to contact. People can't look at magazines anymore while they're waiting and waiting. But you're going to take one issue and go through it and take something from every single page and get it cut out for next week. Okay? So that's your homework for between now and then. Take one of the magazines and chop it up. So you should end up with just a pile of images that you can use. That's the whole concept. So let's just do a quick flip, but because everybody's already seen this. This is my rainbow journal. This journal was a gift from Barbara Avery from the UK. She had sent it to me saying she had made all of these journals, but then was not real sure what to do with them after. And it was kind of like sending out a challenge to me to see what I would do with it, to teach her how to take her journals and to turn them into something that she could enjoy looking back on. And I decided to use Happy Mail from you guys. And I divided my Happy Mail, whatever came in, and I even cut up envelopes. I took stamps off the envelopes, and I divided them by color families. And that's where we get the rainbow journal. So, of course, it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. I think I've green, blue, indigo, violet. So there's a yellow. And I do have interactive things on each page. This one opens and it's a pocket. I don't know if I had anything interactive on the first two pages. I don't think so. I have on most of the pages, I have gone over them with Daddy Vans, which is basically a furniture wax. I'll show you. Maybe. Daddy Vans, all natural beeswax and lavender. Learned about this from Shannon Green. And this one smells really good because it's got lavender in it. So when you put it on, it smells good. This page has a little pocket with a couple little teeny tags. This one flips out because she had included a couple just separate like tag pieces. And then this is the last page of the rainbow. And then we did a neutrals page where we took everything that was kind of in the beige, brown, black, that kind, and put it on a page. This is one of my favorite pages. I would love to do a whole journal in this kind of color scheme of things that I get in the mail from you guys. So I might start saving this kind of stuff aside. I haven't noticed any discoloration at all. And I only rubbed it on the flatter part of it. See, it didn't move any color or anything. I haven't had any problem with it discoloring pages. And then this was a black and white with a pop of red page. And this is the page we did last week, which was blue, I believe, wasn't it? And then this morning I did this. I decided to end with red since we started with red. And I wanted to get this page done because I really want to wrap this up. And Nettie's saying, so only send Becky neutral tones. You're funny. You're funny. And if you remember, there was another one of those big tag-like things, and it's right here. And this has the original letter from Barbara to me. And I'm not going to turn it over because her address is on the back, but it's in there. And then I had, crocheted a sweater. And she said, oh, I'd love that for my vintage teddy bear or antique teddy bear. I can't remember what she said. So I sent it to her, and there she is with her teddy and her teddy wearing it. And in my red package, I had this tag that said sweater. How is that? How is that? I mean, it's like it was there for it. So I'm going to keep all this together in here. So I'll always remember where the journal came from, and I'll have pictures of the sweater I had made. After the glue had dried, I did go in and use Posca to add black and white. I added words. This is a paintbrush that I believe Ruth Lamb has a die for, and I would love to get this. This would be an awesome die. I'm going to have to look for it. Somebody had sent me a cluster, so I added it. Anything you send me could end up in these collage type journals. So it doesn't matter. I enjoy playing with the stuff when it comes in, and I keep it saved aside. I will keep the neutrals in a separate Ziploc for my next project after I finish my black and white journal. I got to finish the black and white before I start the neutral one. But all of the anything that remains after we do the cover today, I'm going to put in my bits and bobs binder. So some of this stuff is going to get transferred to a different project. So I'm going to just open this all the way, and I'm just going to turn it over. And I'm going to work on the cover just like this. And I meant to turn my glue gun on, my hot glue gun, because I want to make a closure. Hopefully this has got some juice to it, because I don't think I have a battery pack plugged. Yes, I do. I do have a battery pack. And so I want to make sure I'm right side up. I'm going to make a closure with this pretty butterfly ribbon, and I'm going to put it at about halfway high, and I'll leave it kind of bubbled there so it sticks out a little bit. And I'm just going to glue a strip of this right at the middle, and then we'll cover the top. Hi, Janet Nash. So that's what I'm going to do with this ribbon. This ribbon's going to be what holds this closed when we're done. And I'm going to get some of this, get my good scissors over here for just a second. I want to make sure the butterflies are right side up. And it doesn't have to be, super thick ribbon, because I want it just enough to make a tiny bow at the side and about, halfway up the book. And then we're going to decorate the cover like a rainbow with just a wave. Like we'll start with red in this corner, orange, yellow, and do all the colors to this other corner. So purple will be down here, red will be up here. Might need to back out just a little bit so you can see the full page. Sorry for the sniffling. That'll be better so you can see the whole thing. Arne and Carlos are live right now. They're doing a sit and knit for a bit, but I'm gonna keep going. Hi, Shannon. Shannon, are you coming on at 3 today? Shannon usually comes on after me at 3 o'clock. And she is. Okay, so she'll be on at 3. I like Ann says, hi, Janet. The other morning, Janet Nash had Janet's, she had Barbara's, she had Becky's, and there's another name that's repeated over and over. Can't remember it right now for the life of me, but it was so funny. It was like, hi, Becky, hi, Becky, hi, Becky. All right, so, and remember, I want to leave a little bit extra at the back. Yes, we had multiple pennies. That was the other one. And Pam's. I think we had multiple Pam's too, because Stitch It was there and Made by Pam. So I'm going to glue the front side, and what I do is I just roll this back and then just put a bead of glue across. I don't think it's ready yet. It's trying. And this thing gets really hot. Don't know if that'll be enough or not, but we'll see. And we'll just decorate right over top of this ribbon. Hi, Kathy Whitney. All right, so when I put this back down, I want that to bubble up just a little bit. So maybe make sure the green butterfly is right at the hinge. That'll remind me. Oh, it's coming right up because the glue wasn't hot enough. All right, hold please. Oh, it's not coming up there. It's just coming up back here. I'll just pop that off. We'll let the glue get a little hotter and add a little bit more back here. So what's everybody else been doing today? I watched a little bit of Dee Dee and Mary, and then I watched a bunch of videos. I put a queue up, and I say I watched a bunch of videos, but you know what I did? I sat back there in the recliner and fell asleep through half of them. So I would wake up and watch a couple minutes of something and then fall back asleep. Shannon says she's been sleeping. Gail's working on her huge needlepoint project. I've got a whole list of projects I want to get done, but I have another project in mind. My mind is constantly adding. I guess I need a dry erase board and just write the projects on I want to get done, and then cross them off as I put them in the project journals. I hadn't seen that one, Janet. I can't keep up with everybody. I just can't, and do my own stuff. So today's a housework day for Marty. I hate those days. I wish it was a self-cleaning house, like an oven. I wish it would clean itself. I haven't even gotten dressed. I'm sitting here in my pajamas. I am being a lazy old sot today, minus the sot part. I've been drinking tea. That's it. Let's see. Are you hot enough to actually do something now? Like burn me? I might have to turn this to get it. I told you it gets hot. I'm going to turn it for just a minute so I can get this ribbon on here. And I want there to be a little bit of a blob there. So I'm just going to put my finger there. The house across the street is getting totally redone. They've been painting the doors for the rooms and closets out in the front yard. They had them standing up out there like soldiers, and they spray painted them. And then they put a new front door in, and they've ripped the kitchen out. And it's just, I guess he's getting ready to sell it. I think he's sick of renting after the last people that were over there. They quit paying rent like 4 months ago, I guess, because that's what the eviction paper said. I'm going to turn the glue off and set it back where the cats can't get burned. I have made a couple hearts of love too. I could show those real quick while we're waiting on that glue to finish. But I finished a couple little hearts here. And I've got these handmade with love labels I ordered off from Amazon. And then I was thinking of just with my label, I'm having trouble with words. Letter stamps. I'm just going to stamp Aunt Beck, not put the correct creations on it. It'll just say Aunt Beck on the back. But I had fun sitting and stitching these, and I used the fly stitch, which Carol showed us the other day, and I used running stitches to put pieces on. There's a blanket stitch on the lace there. This one I just tacked the lace on. There's some keys and a little heart. So these will be going in the mail probably next week. So let's pull out and just put something on the background. Let's grab a piece of music paper. Uh-oh, something fell on the floor. It's some of Lori's bugs. Lori sent me bugs. I'll just take a sheet of that. I just want to make a background so the colors will pop. So I'm going to put on some of this vintage music paper. This one is really fragile. I think some of this came from Lisa, at Lisa My Eclectic Life, because it's really fragile. And I don't need all of this. Murmurs of the brooklet. I'm but a mountain streamlet, and on I flow. I scatter countless blessings where I chance to go. My face is always something. And then we've lost the word, so we're going to put this down here. Thank you. Yes, I loved watching Janet making the hearts, and I love the idea of doing the purple hearts. I think Michelle Sews Again does a kind of a sew along in September to raise awareness for Alzheimer's. I've participated in it a couple times. You just have to sew something purple. I'm just making a pile of bits. And I've got my Yes paste out. I need to move my cup so I don't accidentally stick the Yes paste knife into my cup. That would not be good. And I'm just going to start sticking this down randomly to give us a background. I got my Bondo spreader there. Does she? Scott's mom is just showing, she has what they call sundowning, where her afternoons go a little sideways and she gets confused. But she's still living on her own for right now. She's determined to stay that way. So we're trying to let her. But when at her doctor's appointment, though, I wish she'd let me put her in a wheelchair because she got tired and she had the wrong shoes on. I came home and I told Scott, I said, we need to go over there and take away all of the flat slip-on shoes. She cannot wear those real fancy, dress shoes that you slip on. She's got to quit wearing those. I had to about hold her up. And I said, won't you let me use a wheelchair? And she was like, nope. So anyway, there's like this fine line when you're dealing with an elderly parent that it's hard for me because she's not my mom. You know what I'm saying? She's Scott's mom and I love her dearly, but you want them to still have it, but you don't all the freedoms that they want, but you also don't want them to get hurt. So I just don't know. It's hard to cope when they are like that. I don't know. Scott always tells me, but you're good at it. It's like, it's because I had to do this for my grandmother when I was a teenager. There's a trade-off. I'm good at it because I've already been there, done that a couple times, and didn't have my teenage years, put it that way. But it is what it is. And we have to move forward. Can't live backwards. I'm going to put all of this paler stuff. Is Mary here? There's Mary. Hi, Mary. Well, I saw you were saying to sew down the side, Janet, and I'm like, oh, you better sew across the bottom too, or you're going to lose stuff way down deep in that little tote. And I want to make one of Janet's little totes too. It's like you said, it was originally a tea bag keeper. I like that idea too, because not all restaurants serve tea here. Not not hot tea. I don't even know if they'd bring you just hot water in a cup, but the only way to find out is to try sometime. Scott and I are talking about next summer going up to that northeastern corner of Tennessee for a long weekend to check it out up there. And the longer we're back here, the more we want to move to a smaller town, because Scott's even saying he doesn't feel safe in anymore. Not like we used to. When we first got married, this was one of the safest little areas of Columbia across the river here, but we're not feeling that anymore. And the police have been at the house across from my mother-in-law's about once a week. So that doesn't give us a warm, fuzzy feeling either. Well, we go to the restaurants we know are good. We haven't tried anywhere really new a lot lately. We did try this poke restaurant. It's a Hawaiian poke bowl where you have rice or salad in the bottom, and then you top it with some form of usually seafood protein, or you can get tofu. It was pretty good. It's just I worry about the girl that's running it, because she doesn't get a lot of business and she's trying to do this startup. I hope she makes it. Oh, let me tell you something I learned. Our cats, the cottage cats, eat Purina Frisky Seafood Sensations, and it is nowhere to be found, you guys. Not on any of the shelves we've been at. Scott said he's going to try the Walmart down near where he works today. And we even went to like the regular, it's called Pet Supplies Plus over here. They didn't have any either. And I asked the girl, I said, what is going on? Is there a cat food shortage? She said, no. What has happened is Purina has worked out a deal with Chewy.com, and their priority is to supply Chewy.com. So I'm like, regular retail is dying. And I think my niece is right. In about another 10 years, you're not going to be able to shop in a store. Everything will be ordered online. I told Scott, I said, it's getting to where I'm better off just staying at home and ordering the stuff and just breaking down and just doing it. And I would really like to support small retail businesses that are trying. But it's hard when, the big companies are working toward an online presence only. And then I think about the thousands of people that work retail, and they've worked it their entire life. And then what's that job market going to be? Is everybody going to be just delivery people? I don't know. Things have definitely made a definite change out there. I keep threatening Scott with a full-on vegetarian diet. I think it would be better for us. I keep trying to do it, and then after a while, I break down and I make something, because he loves bacon and eggs. And I eat what he does because I don't want to cook 2 separate meals. And I know I'd be a lot healthier if I did that. Go vegetarian and cut the sweets. Which, man, this winter especially, he and I have been craving the sweets constantly. It's like every night after supper, we got anything sweet? Last night we picked up some fruit in the hopes of battling the sweet tooth. I can't wait to get to where we're putting something on this page. Yeah, the sweet tooth is horrible. And I've gained back all the weight I had lost last year. And I've noticed my muscles are getting atrophied. I need to get out and walk like Janet and Freddie do every morning. I just don't feel safe like I did before. Before our trip to living in Greenville for those 5 years, it's changed so much down here. And people letting all these big dogs just run loose, which they're not supposed to. We have leash law. I don't mind that I'm getting some nasty off from the scraper. I need to soak this in Murphy's oil soap to get all that crud off, but I think it adds a little bit of texture. Kathy has a question. Hang on just a sec. Do you still use that little picture printer thingy that? Yes, I do. That's what I'm going to use to print my projects off. When we finish this, remind me and I'll print some of the pictures off I need. I've already taken some pictures. I can print them off and get them in my little books. Tippy, stop it right now. You stop that. Yes, you are in trouble. Daddy's getting very angry with you because he's going to have to redo all this woodwork in here because you are a digger. Stop digging on things. You're being bad. Tippy, you're going to have to go live with Nettie. I'm going to put you in a box and send you to Nettie. You're being a bad boy. I'm making a mess. Now I'm going to try to divide this by eye. Oh gosh, it's gluing to the mat. Oh my gosh, it's glued really good. There we go. Might have to take a minute and clean the mat off with a wet one. Your grandson would love it if Tippy come. The key to the Yes paste is to try to clean up any residual as quick as you can. There is a learning curve to it. This is one of those non-sticks mats, and I'm still going to try to get some of this excess off. The problem I'm having is I used this mat earlier, so it's already got some icky on it. But that sounds weird on that mic. Been watching the squirrels. They've been frisky. There's a lot of squirrels around here. All right. Maybe we'll just do some. This stuff is too fragile to put the glue on here. So I'm just going to spread a little glue and hope I don't get too much on it, and then push that in there. And I'll clean up the excess in just a minute. Whoops. This says I'm always growing on it. Oh gosh. All right. And what if I'm not going to worry too much about cleaning up now until I'm at the end, because I'm going to start layering stuff on here. It's starting to get low on this stuff. Might have to order some since nobody carries anything. That says murmurs. They must be going to lunch across the street. I didn't know that was 2 pieces folded over. Oh, Janet had to go. Okay. Enjoy your dinner. Trying to keep better track of the chat. Let's see. Tomorrow's craft and chat at Ann's. I'm going to try to get some errands run before you open the room. And we got stitching on Friday morning over on Carol's channel. Mary's got a bunch of projects going on her channel. And Lori's been sharing some interesting project on her channel. Pam did a haul made by Pam. She did a haul the other day. I haven't had a chance to watch it all the way. I'm not real concerned if any of this is visible in the end. I just wanted to have something neutral in the background. If you've missed it, Dee Dee's working on a new layout for her Barbie. I can't remember all the projects I've watched. And we'll just plop this down here and stick it in. Let's grab the red bag, and we'll just do a little bit of red in this corner. And then we'll do orange and so on across the whole book. So I'll get a little bit of red. Since red is the first color in the book and the last color in the book, I'm probably not going to put a whole lot of red on. I'm getting down to where there's not much left in here anyway. Nettie says she needs prayer. She has a smash-a-gram on Friday. Ugh. I'm sorry. I hate those. Kind of like this lady. Have her sticking up out of the red. Let me see. What else do I have that's red? It's not too big. That's kind of pretty. I'll cut that out. And then we've got some red little flowers like this. That's orange. Said I'm going to do this quick. Quick is moving awful slow. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to use a whole lot. All right. I'm going to cut her out real quick. So hold while I cut stuff out. And then this is going to be all I add is these things that are here in my hand. Kind of like that too. That's one of those aggravating stickers that I was sent. Either by Nettie or by Dee Dee. I think Dee Dee sent me some too. They're just really hard to get the piece off the back. And when I stick this lady down, she's going to look funny, but keep in mind the next color will probably overlap her skirt. Okay? And if I get the diagonals and I get over here and I've already reached purple before the end, I'll just use my neutral pack to finish off that front cover. I don't like the place I had to go to down here for that procedure, Nettie. The lady was kind of violent about it. I never got painfully hurt at the hospital up in Easley. But this lady down here, man, she didn't ask me if I was discomforted or anything. And I mean, she cranked on that wheel. I thought I was going to die crying. And it's like she didn't even care. She's there to do a job. And I'm like, you don't have to cause this much pain. You really don't. I didn't ever have a problem with that much pain at the last hospital I went to for this. So I might even ask my nurse practitioner if I can go somewhere else because, yeah. All right, so there's my lady. She's in red. This is a nice sticker. I can just stick that down. And then I've got this that's got red on it. I need to look up and see when my next appointment with my nurse practitioner is. Now that Nettie's mentioned that, I'm thinking, oh, I wonder when that is. I'll have to look it up. I don't know if I wrote it on the new calendar. I'll have to go to the website. Everything's on a website. You request an appointment. You can't get them on the phone. You have to request an appointment, and then it's days later before they get back to you. The medical field has changed since this whole thing, too. Everything's so different. I guess we're just going to have to adjust. It's either going to take a long time or never go back to what we would consider normal. I'm going to cut that petal off. And I'm not going to cut that flower all the way because that stem is so fragile. I don't want to. I can always make the lady's head looks like it's there. I'm cutting over my trash can is why you're not seeing me cut. If I try to hold it over the table, we'll be here all day. And Mary's right about the glue sticks. If you don't use them, once they're open, they dry up like crazy. All right, I'm going to just stick this sticker down, but I'm going to add some Yes paste to it so it'll actually stay stuck down for a while. I'm not real keen on stickers too much. They do make for quick accents. Okay, I'm going to stick this up here. I think I'm going to make it so it goes off the edge, and I'll just trim it to the corner here in a minute. And this is not a sticker, so I've got to put Yes paste on. What's that for? Glaucoma? No, when they do it correctly, it's a little discomfort, but it does not bring tears to your eyes. I'm sorry. That lady was brutal. I was so taken aback and shocked. It's like, no wonder my mom said she would never go have one done again. And I got this little, it's kind of an orangey red. It was just a little flower that popped out. We'll just glue it down too. Let me just put that over a bunch of that white that's showing up here. Okay. Oh, I'll just put her just like that, and then we'll do orange. Oh, I've got a label there I was going to use. I ought to label this the Barbara Avery and Becky McCauley journal. She created the journal, and I just decorated it. It's been fun. I'm ready to do a new project. Let's see if we can get this off from here. Oh, there it goes. Wait, what? Oh. There we go. Don't stick on yourself now. I'm hoping that's got enough sticky Yes paste to hold that on down. If not, we'll revisit. All right. This is just a wet one. I'm just trying to clean a little of the Yes paste. All right, I'm going to close the red up. I'll add everything that's left in here will go in my bits and bobs binder. Now we need orange, purple, green, yellow, orange. Orange, you're glad we have orange. Ooh, I like this piece of the wing. I want to use that. And I have another lady, but I think one lady's enough for right now. This is kind of cool. We could rip it in half so that it covers more area. Okay. Just glob some of this on here. The napkin I don't want to rail on with the scraper. Ah, see, that's why you can't press on it very much. Oh, my stomach. Be quiet, stomach. Scott's going to come home and say, "You didn't get dressed?" No, not today. Wasn't feeling it. That's sweet of him to stop at the Walmart down there. It's small town Walmart, but it's a super Walmart, but it's in a small town, so maybe they won't have been shopped out of Purina Frisky seafood sensation. I said if it's going to be a problem, I guess I'll just start ordering off from Chewy. Oh, let's stick that up there. Saving even the little wings off the butterfly. I bet there's another piece in there. Maybe not though, because this looks like it was trimmed when I cut that lady's wings off inside the book. What else do I have in orange? We need to fill in a little bit more here. There's a hedgehog, but he's kind of sticky-outy. Oh, it's a little fairy. She's on one of those little aggravating things. All right, I'm not fighting with that. We're not going to do it. Just a little piece of orange. Stick that in that yes paste that's still sticky. Here's another piece. We'll just stick it on here. Oh, kind of like that with the red and orange. Hey, it's in here. I'm going to use it. Black is the new orange. Orange is the new black. One of those. I'm using it the other way around. Ticket office. This has got orange on it. It's a ticket too. And I can doodle on this and all kinds of stuff. I'll go get a warm paper towel when I get to that part. Oh, come on. We got to have some kitties. If I can get it to come loose. Oh, you got to be kidding me. That is so weird. Well, that totally failed. So I guess we'll just use some yes paste and stick it down. Oh my goodness, notifications are coming in like crazy. Everybody's either going live or putting up videos. Hey, I only go live once a week on this channel. Cut me some slack. I need to get I was thinking I might work ahead on the Tunisian crochet. I'm hoping to finish my little bag to a point so I don't get my brain confused from one pattern to the next. That's kind of interesting. Pull a neutral in just because it's in the orange bag. That's what we'll do. making a sticky mess. It'll be fine when we're done. Let me get rid of these notifications. A cheesy chicken and broccoli casserole. Naughty Gnome Crafts and Shell and Clint, the Rambling Crafter. They're busy. Hi, Sophia. What does it say here? Just get it done. Quilts. But all one word. Just get her done. No. Oh, okay, Kathy. Enjoy your time out with your friends. That's always lovely. Okay. All right. I can always come back and add more. But I'm going to set this orange aside. Let's get some yellow. And yellow won't take long, I don't think, because I don't have a lot of yellow. I just thought it would be fun. Oh, she's cute. We could put a little girl on there. And I don't have to cut her out. Oh, and I like the yellow butterfly. And there's another yellow lady here. Some yellow flowers. I just need something for a yellow background. Oh, there's a bunch of yellow flowers. Let's tear a piece of this. This looks like Gaudy's 1970s wallpaper, so we might as well put it up here for these ladies to stand in front of. Scott said, I wish we could go in there and walk around, see what all they've done about the house across the street. I said, you're a nosy neighbor. He said, I am. Ugh. I can put the date of completion on that label there. I want to do more collage work. And I'd like to get some things used up in my stash. I have a bunch of lunch bags, so I'm thinking of doing some lunch bag journal. My problem with doing the journals is I have to send them to one of y'all because nobody in my family understands journals. I guess I could make another one for Robin because she appreciated it. That's my sister. I don't know if my other sister uses anything like a planner like Robin does. I'm getting paste all over my rings. Oh well. I got paste all in my diamond. It'll come out. All right. We're getting there. Is Dana here? Hi, Dana. Ugh. Starting to get up next to me. All the sticky. Sometimes it bothers me. Sometimes it doesn't. Oh. I see something we have to use some of. It's sunflowers and bumblebees. Because if you don't get all the layers of napkin, the top one will just peel off. All right, that's enough of that. Just bear with me. It's bad as I cut my fingernails off. Ann and I were talking about that. That's when you need your nails, is when you've just cut them all off. Oh, come on. There we go. That may peel back up. We'll see. Pokey tool to the rescue. This may take me all day just to do this cover. Glad I did my last spread by myself, or we'd still be going. Put this little lady on there. Using stuff up. I think these are stickers too. I think. They are. What does that say? Hooli and olive. And I got another one. Come on. I like when Dee Dee's trying to do this and she says, oh, just grabs the glue and slaps it on there. Try to get the color off this one. Almost pulled her head off. That's never good when you pull your ladies' heads off. All right. That. Everybody's still doing okay, hanging in there? Shannon says she's crocheting in the background. Let's put this butterfly on there. Apparently I'm using up a bunch of these clear. What you dreaming about, honey? Huh? What were you dreaming about? Were you after something in your dreams? My cat Callie's sitting here on the table in her box. They all take turns. It's not just her box. She'd like it to be, though. Well, I want to use this butterfly. I'm about to pull a Dee Dee and just put some glue on it and say go for it. We're going to do it. We're doing the glue. because it won't come off. There we go. Now watch the Yes paste. I'll release the backing and it'll come flying off. Then I've got these guys. A whole bunch of these. I want to use some glue wall. I haven't watched it yet, Barbara, but I saw it. The flips they're doing. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Louise Hensel and 49 Dragonflies. Ooh, they're yellow. We might have to do something with a when I go to doodle with these yellow flowers to get them to calm down. They're pretty intense. But hey, I have them out here. Might as well use them. All right. After yellow comes green. I think I'm going to maybe switch off from Yes Paste. I'm worried about it staying open. I'm getting down to the bottom of the Yes Paste and it decreases its lifespan leaving it open. So I'm going to close that and just use the glue wall or my quick dry glue to glue everything else on, I think. Or a glue stick. I don't know. I had to get another wet one. I can't stand the sticky feelings. All right, so we need green. Green. I'll move the yellow out the way. Some green. Oh, I close that up, and this tissue paper would make for an easy background. Get a piece of this, piece of that. There's some washi, we could use that. And this is an envelope somebody sent me that's made out of painty papers. Oh. Get this opened up so we can use it. It's from Tanya McGuire. So I'm just going to put these down here, on here. Becky, this is just her project. It's a Tim Holtz Studio Tour Journal. Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to do this on this side of it. I try to watch a bunch of people, but lately I've had so much to do around the house, I haven't been able to watch as many people as I'd like. But I try. Sounds like they're sanding floors over there. Maybe they're refinishing the wood floors in that house. That would be cool. Oh, I should carry this green all the way up the page. And I should have carried some of the orange and yellow up across too. We'll just carry the green. Sure. Across the way. I'll get some more green paper out here. What time is it? 1:21. I need some more green papers. Whoops. Forgot to stick the glue back up in the air. All right. Woohoo! Use that up. Oh, it's another one of those. Oh, I like that big old card. Let's use that big old card. This will have to set and dry a good bit before I try to doodle or anything on it. Well, I'm going to be focusing a lot on our yard this year. I need to start as soon as the warm days start and clear out flower beds and get them mulched and that kind of thing. Oh, I can't cut this. I need to put that in a frame. Mary did that on an envelope. Or put it in a journal where I can keep the whole thing. I can't tear that up. Sorry. Here's a little ticket that says it's noteworthy. We'll pop that down here. Maybe we could put a little saying on this one from our saying bag. It's noteworthy. Okay, what else? Come on. pull something out. This stuff is cool. I'm not going to use that tissue because I don't want to get the Yes paste back out. This is kind of green. It's very textured. I don't know which one of y'all. It's like handmade paper or mulberry paper, maybe. I think this is mulberry paper. Oh, don't put it there. We'll turn it this way. And I'll put a piece over here. See, I'm covering up all that music paper, but it does still peek out a little bit here and there. It's all about layering. I got to think about what to do for dinner. That's fast approaching. Oh, lay down. Okay. It's a pretty green butterfly. Again, can I get the bat loose? You did this Decemphemera, whatever. I had thought about trying, but you know what? I've come to the conclusion is I don't really care for junk journaling myself. I think anybody that does it is doing great, but I think I've pretty much determined it's not for me. I've started some boxes to throw that kind of thing in. Things that don't speak to me get thrown in boxes that I will be getting rid of. Oh, it's getting hot in here with that lamp on. Y'all are chatting a lot today. It's hard for me to look up and see where you've been. So if you've asked me a question, type it in caps so I can see it better. I'm determined to get this done today. This cover. All right, I'm going to switch to blue. Blue and indigo. All right. Come on, we need something for a background. Oh, this is the stuff Dee Dee sent me. Let's do another piece of that. Up here, maybe. Kathy, you like to do junk journals? I guess I'm just more focused on things that I feel are usable, and I don't journal too much as far as junk journaling. I'm trying to do better because of Barb Owen about trying to keep a regular journal, write things in, because it is kind of nice to look back and review. every once in a while. Shannon, I bet it'll still wash dishes, even if it's wonky. And you can say you did it. We all start somewhere. And you know what? It doesn't hurt to pull them out and start again either. When you're learning crocheting's easy to rip out. That's what bothers me about knitting. I can't rip it out with knitting. I find it such a struggle. But for crochet, it's nothing to rip it out. All right, there's 3 pieces of that. I'm not going to use any more of that. That's just, all right, let's glue some of this down here. I think the blue and the indigo are just going to be a band of their own. These do stick better if when I use the Yes paste, but I've reached my saturation point on Yes paste. This would be perfect to put down with Yes paste or a glue stick, but not going there. I think I'll use all of that up just to use it up. Yeah, I can't bring myself to, I've tried and tried to do knitting. I can knit a dishcloth and sort of follow a pattern, but it's just, you have to concentrate so hard that I'm just like over it. Crochet, I can almost do with my eyes closed, so I'm going to stick with crochet. I'm learning the Tunisian crochet, and that's enough. That's enough of a stretch right at the moment. Let's put a piece down here. Oh, almost stuck her on upside down. I think all these girls were stamped on an envelope or something. I've been thinking about working on my room again, but if I do that, then I won't be doing the things I need to do. So I want to get some things made. All right, what else do we have in the blue department? Blues and greens are my favorite colors, so that's why I'm spending a little bit more time on these. Oh, there's some bug wings. Let's get those bug wings. And just randomly slap them down. Maybe a bird got this bug. That's why it's only its wings left. Right? I don't know where the rest of his body is. Probably in another bag. What else? What else do we have? Got some napkin I could stamp on. Got some dogs. That could be interesting, torn up, and it's got blues and greens in it. Oh, there's a bird. You could stick a bird on it. Here's a sticker. Put these back in here. I don't think I want to put the cookies on the front. We'll stick the sticker and the bird on, and then we'll do purple, and then we might have room for a little bit of the neutrals on the very bottom to represent all of the colors we've used in here, or most of them maybe. Oh, I would never try Tunisian on a zippered pouch because you have to do it in the round, and I tried going in the round. Oh my God, you'll rip your hair out because you have to have a double-ended hook, and you have to work some stitches off and then push everything to the other end and work your stitches back on, and then you push it back to the other end. Woo, good luck. That's all I'll say about that. Unless you're going to do them in two pieces. That's what I would do. Is I would do it in two pieces and then join them on the sides. Would be the way I would do it. I'm sitting down for a minute here. And Gail says she feels the same way about knitting. I want this bluebird on here. On the front of the book. That's so good. Just stick the bird on the front of the book. It's a bluebird on the front of the book. I'll have to go get a wet washcloth. Not washcloth, but paper towel here in a minute. Let's see here. We'll put the bird up at the top. And then we'll put some purple. Then we'll look for some sayings and we'll call it done. And I will let it dry. And then later when I'm just watching somebody else, I'll sit and add doodles and stuff. And then I'll post what I end up with on my community tab. That seems to work the best for sharing projects because not everybody's on Facebook. I still share it on Facebook because I've got it set to where anytime I share something on Facebook, on Instagram, it goes to Facebook. Oh, Leah, that's fine. The replay's there. I wonder if there's anything else in blue that I'd like to add. I'm saving Deb's big blue ladies for another project. Oh, wait. I have more bugs. And there's one of Kathy's glue wax rings. Might stick one of those on there. Let's put some of Lori's bugs on it. And then I'll move on to purple. And I want to put this wax ring on here that Kathy Cowell sent me. I'll stick it right there. Put some glue on it. Might have to add glue all to my list of things to get when I can. Just going to hold it here for a minute. Becky, I appreciate you using the community tab. I don't do Facebook and IG and. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to keep using it. It's there for us to use. We might as well use it. And if it benefits, people that come to watch us, we might as well utilize it. I know that not everybody has access to it until they get to the. Do you have to do the 1,000 subbies to have the community tab, or is it more? Oh, there's Lori. At the beginning, Lori, I showed the little crochet bag I started with you the other night. I don't know how long you've been here. Now, are these bugs stickers or are they He's got a wonky leg. I just glued that down. I didn't even think it might be a sticker. I don't know if it's a sticker or not. I'm just going to glue him down. He's going to get glued. His leg is twisted. I don't know if I'll get his legs glued down. They're just paper. Okie day. I'm using the bugs. His legs might get ripped off. I'm going to try to put a little glue here and there, but we'll pop a bug there. Pop a bug. That'd be a good name for a Terminator, bug Terminator. Papa Bug. I'm calling Papa Bug, like Papa Lock. Just Papa Bug. Yeah, I think they're redoing the floors in that house across the way. The floor in here needs to be redone, but it probably won't happen. Let's put that bug right there. Hopefully this will glue down enough. Gotcha. One long piece doubled. That's a good plan. Yeah, that pumpkin I tried to do in Tunisian crochet that's on the internet, and you use that double-ended Tunisian hook. Oh, wow. It's just such a beautiful pumpkin. And I was like, oh, I want to make that. And then my brain said, no, you don't. You really don't. It's not working out. I have an extra piece of green there for some reason. All right, purple. Let's get some purple on here. Oh, and I want to use that piece of that stuff because it's cool. It's got purple on it. I got it. It takes it a minute for me to look up and for it to get to me. Oh, a purple gnome. Oh, yes. Has to have a purple gnome. Oh, and this envelope, I bet came from Janet. Oh, that's that. Yeah, that can go there. Uh-oh, something fell on the floor. I don't know what it was. I'm going to have to sweep. I'm getting stuff everywhere. When you guys type with the @ to me, that's easier for me to see because it's bright orange on the screen when you guys do the @ Capitalized doesn't always catch as it scrolls off before I can look up and see it, but I can see that orange just out the corner of my eye. Because it's so in your face. Oh, I'm glad I sat down. Yeah, I need to get out and walk. I got to follow Janet and Freddie's lead and get off my fanny and go for a walk every day. Make me feel better. Have y'all seen that meme that says, if you're depressed, go for a run and you'll realize your body's in worse shape than your mental health? I was like, oh my gosh. And that's probably true after a winter of craving sweets. I need to behave myself. Get on board the get healthy trail. But I'm not joining a gym because all I do is close gyms. I've told you all that story before. I join a gym, 3 months later, they close. Literally close. Yep, Mary said it's the same thing she has, as it scrolls off before she gets to it. And it is easier to see that orange. A whole lot easier. And on a phone, the chat just up and disappears totally if you're doing a video on the phone, and which I haven't done a lot that way. I would rather use my laptop and camera. I love this gnome. I don't have as much as I started with over here. I don't have this filled in enough, I don't feel. So I need to add some other things to fill it up. I might have to pull the envelopes back and see if we've got some small bits, or I might have to visit the Bits and Bob's binder to get some little things to stick on in each color. Most of that stuff came from y'all too, so it doesn't matter. I could do that. I wish I had a refill in my larger Xyron machine, because I could have made all of these into stickers and they'd be done by now. Although I'd still add a little bit of extra glue to hold them on. And he's cool. He's cool. He's a cool gnome. All right. And I want to use this. This stuff doesn't tear as easy as you'd think it would. There's that one. This one. It's got adhesive on the back of it if you wet it, but I got to find some more small things to stick around. And I don't have room for any of the neutral. That's okay. We'll add words. Oh, bye, Carol. We're going to start that next week, Mary. So grab your first issue of whatever year you're going to use of your magazine and get your pictures pulled out. I've already taken apart my my first issue. I just completely take it apart and only keep all the bits that I wanted, and there really isn't much left after you take stuff out, so I just pitch it. I can get more magazines from my mother-in-law. I don't need to clutter my life with them. All right, let me see. I need another wet one because I am covered in glue. You can definitely see a difference. When I look in the screen, it's like I got less and less as I came across the screen, or across the page. So let's revisit these and see if I can find some things to fill in places. Let's see. I want to use that on a page because it's like a pocket. Well, that's a cluster. The Hedgehog Review. I'm going to use it. And it's got a little dangle on it and everything. Hedgehog review. Next. And I got another one of those little bobbies from Kathy. Put another one of those on here. Maybe down here. He says as he sands over there. Across the way. Ooh, let's do that around the swirly gig. It'll make it look like it was supposed to be there all the time. I just have to hold it till it grabs. I don't want to deal with a napkin right now. We got a playing card that's really too big. No. Oh, there's a stamp with bats on it. Stick that on there. Come on, I need more stuff to fill this in. No. See, that looks like it was supposed to be there. Is there another swirly bit? Oh, here's another stamp. And there's a stamp. And there's some purple flowers. And I got some of Cheryl's faces. I could cut out one of Cheryl's faces and stick it on here. Fill in the purple corner. And then I've got owl napkin. Just don't want to deal with another napkin right now. Another stamp. The Queen, of course. I have a lot of the Queen stamps. That'll be the stamps of her last year of life. Oh, let's see here. We're going to glue these on. Let me cut out Carol's late. Not Carol. Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl. Is Cheryl here? You don't have issues, but I have magazines. We'll go for it. Go for it. I was going to tell Cheryl that I did not miss the little gift she had attached to her Christmas card. I just had to repair it, and I set it aside. It got broken in the mail. She sent me a little needle minder needle threader, and it was really cute, but it got broken in the mail. But I think I've got it fixed. I put E6000 on it. I'll show you. Oh, and I was going to show you guys how I print with the Canon selfie printer I have. Right now I've got the size that I can make postcards with, but I can cut I can cut it apart and put them in my little project book. I just want to keep better track of when I make things, and maybe it'll be one day I won't be able to make things anymore, and I can look at my books and remember all the things that I did make. I like a tangible way to hold a memory. That's why I'm enjoying the memory jar. And I don't worry about whether I get something in it every single day. It's just if a happy memory comes along, that's when I add it. Oh, that's coming up. It's not wanting to stick. Now that I've cut her out, I don't know if I'll use her or not. This was a sticker on an envelope. I'll probably stick it down, and wetting the paper that it's stuck to, I'll probably release the adhesive. Just put her there. That makes the bird look like he's... Put that there. So this is a Happy Mail journal done in rainbows. If any of this starts coming up, I'll just add more glue. That's what you have to do sometimes. I'm loading it up Janet Nash style. I'm going to put it all on here. She gets it all on, plus a bunch of quotes. Can't believe she keeps track of all of those quotes we tell her every week. It amazes me. Oh, there's something to make you smile every day. It can be something as easy as you found somebody else did the dishes. I know the hard stuff makes it feel heavy sometimes, but focus on the little things. Like, I need to write this down and add it to my happy jars. I finally got around to transplanting my succulents into the face jars, and that's my new header on Facebook. I ought to put that on my community tab too for those that don't do Facebook. Now I'm going to put these stamps at the bottom. And then I'll grab my blue envelope and see what else I have in there that I can add. This is some of those desert flowers. And then I got bats, and then I've got the queen. Oh, gosh. That's all right. We'll put the bats here, and then we'll put the queen in between bats and the flowers. And having the queen on the front is quite fitting because the journal came from England. Let's cut that down to the stamp a little better so it doesn't take up quite as much room. Here we go. That never happens. Somebody else does the dishes. Well, Scott surprised me and went and bought a new dishwasher. I still will have to fill it, but he said he bought the quietest one because his desk is in there in the den right next to the kitchen. And when I do dishes, then he has to turn his videos to full volume so he can hear them over our loud 6-year-old washer. And since we've moved in here, we've had 3 or 4 stoves and dishwashers, but we've had the same refrigerator for 27 years. Can't believe we've lived in this house 27 years, minus 5 living in between places, but time passes quickly. I like that I saw the other day. Something about time is fleeting, spend it wisely. And that's what I'm trying to focus on, the more positive parts. If we focus on the negative all the time and worrying about what people are doing or saying and just let all that crap go, it doesn't mean anything in the long run. It doesn't. You will have let things go that you should have embraced and that kind of thing if you focus on the negative. I'm trying to do better. Another Janet envelope. She even spelt my name out in ransom letters. There really isn't a lot in here in the blue. And these stickers about the doggies, they don't peel off. Making me a liar now. That other one I used did not peel off worth beans. And I don't trust it to stick, so I'm going to put some of this glue down. Why am I putting dogs on here? I'm a cat person, but it's okay. Puppies can do. I put something, cats or dogs, on a page or on somewhere earlier. The kitty cat's over there. That's what it was. All right, so the dogs get the front of the page and the cats get the back. What else do we have? Oh, here's a another cluster. I don't really have room on that page. Quit trying to put it all on one page. Put it right there. And I will still come and do some doodling. Won't have room for a lot, but I can get some on there. Let that crap go. Let's see here. Oh, I've already used some of that. Another Janet envelope. Oh, there's a bug. I'm not going to put another dog on. Let's get that blue bug. Here's another bug. Stick that bug down here. Oh, I like this stamp. Let's stick this stamp down here on this corner. Can you guys see all right? As I'm working on it, it seems to work its way back off the table because I keep trying to pull it closer to myself. Which way's up? This way. I'll put that on there. And then I've got a blue bug. That'll help hold the dogs on. All right. And now let's fill it in with some sayings. Let's see what we've got in the sayings envelope here. Might even use some of the snarky ones because it's a cover and we're supposed to be having fun. Quit taking everything so seriously. This will probably get pulled off. The cats will come across it and they'll just go, oh, flip, flip, flip. Just like that. It'll be over with. All right. Let me get those words out. Might as well use the snarky ones too. And I've got these here. This is a good place for something. Let's do the don't regret. We'll have hidden little messages over the front of the cover. And when they glue settles and gets dry, I will outline around these sayings with black so they pop a little bit. Oh, let's see. Oh, I like this one. I just want to make nice things. There we go. We'll stick that on there. I just want to make nice things. See, I like hiding the little messages. Let's put a snarky one on because we can. This one says, everyone was thinking it. I just said it. Oh, gosh. That one has space. I could doodle around it when I get done. This says, I'm starting to think I will never know better. All right, I think that's enough snarky ones. We'll put one on the front, one on the back. Now, I like this. Always choose adventure. I love when I'm up early and I open the curtains and I can watch the sun come up. That's a happy memory. And I love it if the moon is still up when we're up really early. And I love it when the neighbor's cats come running to me like, hey, how you doing? With their tails all wiggling because they're so happy. Oh, I like this one. It says, stronger than yesterday. You have to train your brain to see the positive. I'm convinced of that. What else? We need something to go on noteworthy. Here's a make it count. I'll put that over here. I've got some pieces I need to trim away. That wasn't sticking down. Mary thinks of it as a treasure hunt, looking for something to be thankful for. Oh, I like the hold tight to your dreams. I think I'll put that one up here. The goal is to use this stuff, right? Doesn't mean I have to use it all on one. Who's growling? Howard. You're the only one not in the room. Wondering if Cole is in here. They don't like each other. All right. Let your life be your art. I like that one too. Let's see. Maybe put that up in here. Scott was sitting in the den the other day when it was warm and we had the back door open so the cats could come and go out onto the porch. And in unison, side by side, all three cats came running back into the house with their tails straight up, growling, and it shook the whole house when they were coming through. And he said it was like they were all together and agreed upon it. And then we finally figured out what was causing it. It was the little boy next door. They do not like kids. They were the whole way. I was like, oh my gosh. He's 2 and he squeals and screams, that 2 and 3-year-old. Yep. Oh, I like the cultivate kindness. That's going right by the kitties. Positive message journal right here. Read the cover. All right. Embrace your own page. Let's put that on noteworthy. Will it fit like that? Embrace your own page. enjoy today. My grandmother was full of little sayings. Today is soon yesterday, and tomorrow never comes. Because tomorrow will be today. Where is that other one I just saw? Be grateful. Be grateful. All right, I think that's probably enough sayings. And again, I will finish the doodling and the borders and whatever I decide to do to this. And I'll post a picture on my community tab. I'm going to grab my little selfie printer just so that I can show you guys how it works. I'll bring it over here and plug it in. Let me get rid of some of this stuff real quick. Scott would say, you can do it slow if you want to. I'm like, you smart aleck. Anyway, you don't have to hurry. You can do it slow. Or if I'll say, I'm going to run to the store. He said, well, the car's available. You can use the car. Smart aleck. This all needs to be washed. This. I want to get the wet stuff, put up because I'm bringing my printer over and I don't want to get it all yucky. All right, so I'm going to turn it so you guys can see it a little better. Oh, thank you, Mary. I need to do a journal just of bigger pieces like Mary's envelope with the owl on it. And then I've got the space blue jay that Dee Dee sent me. I will trim all this that's hanging off up. But then it'll close and you won't see the back, of course. So that'll be the front of the journal. Looks pretty cool. But I'm going to leave it open to dry. Let me go grab my little printer. Okay. I like to make postcards and send them to my mom with this. That way she can put my projects in her journal real easy. All right. All right. We got to turn it on. Hold it, Becky. You've got to hold it. There it goes. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I found my box of words the other day, so I'm going to put that with our magazine project. It's just doing its setup thing. All right. Now, the paper for this, you have a printer cartridge, and then you get the paper. And when this is printed, it puts a film on it, so you can't destroy the pictures. And they make it through the mail perfectly fine. It does have postcards in it right now. So you go to that. You have to put an app on your phone. Canon selfie. We're going to do a select and print. I've got postcard as chosen. I'm going to pick up pictures off from here, from my camera. All right, so I want to print this and this on a postcard to go in my book. So then I'll tell it, okay. Okay. Print preview. Okay. Do you want to use the following printer? Yes. And then you tell it to print. Cannot communicate with a printer. Your smartphone was last connected to the following network. Do you want to check Wi-Fi status? Yes. Oh, you know what? I'm a dork. Turn off the airplane. All right. I forgot I had my phone on airplane mode. All right. Is it going to talk now? Let's go back. Go back. Print. There it goes. It's busy. And it grabs the paper and it'll put like yellow and then it'll put red and then whatever. What are you doing? Oh, it's doing. Don't grab it. Leave it alone. And this is how I'm going to put the pictures in my new little project monitors. Yeah. I'm really enjoying this because I can share my art with my mom so much easier. Oh, and you know what? It was supposed to print them both on there, but that's my close-up. It's going to give me 2 great big prints. That's okay. You can have it print. What I wanted it to do is print on 2 pictures on one. Yes, that's how it's supposed to look, except I was supposed to get both prints on it one page because I forgot to tell it. All right. The last pass through, it's putting that coating on it, so it's waterproof. There we go. So there's the 2 pictures like that. Now, don't go to sleep. I'm not done. Okay. Let's go back. Yes. Let's do a combination layout. Let's see. 4:3. Okay. Smartphone. Camera. Let's see here. Looking for one more picture like this. That'll do. Okay. 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 I actually want poo. This is the little journal I just finished. I just wanted to show you how I can combine different pictures. You can put 3 to 4 pictures on each one of these. Callie, leave it alone. No. She says, but it's coming out and I wants it. She wants it really bad. There we go. I just forgot to open the combination. So see, I could cut these out as individual pictures if I want to. And then before you send it as a postcard, you just pop these ends off. And then you can just put the postcard, you can print a postcard back, stick it on the back of it if you want to, or just write on it. It doesn't bleed through or anything, but it makes interesting little postcards. And my mom enjoys seeing them. I might just use these since I've printed them, and the cartridges aren't cheap, but I wanted it to be able to put pictures of my projects in, and Scott and I figured we could both use it. It was a couple's gift to each other. I think it was anniversary or Christmas or something like that. All right, so that's all that I have for today. Yes, bend and snap, so satisfying. What are you doing, Callie? Oh, let me hold you. Oh, come here. Let me hold you. She's like, no, no, I am not a cuddle kitty. All right, guys. I will see you next Wednesday. There will be a video on Friday at 10 o'clock. I'll have it up. And we'll be doing, I can't remember what the stitch is. I got to go do that. All right. And if you guys want to, head over to Art Junkie. She'll be live at 3. So in a little over 30 minutes then, unless she decides to come on early. Thank you all for being here and hanging out with me for a couple hours. Take care. Bye-bye.